So what does life look like now? What are you doing to make sure that other kids and families are experiencing this? What has it caused you guys to do?
I think everyone I come in contact, Jalen is a huge part of our lives still. We never stop talking about him. We've got pictures of him all. He's still in our family. And I think everyone that meets me and comes into contact with us knows his story. Them knowing the people we are, they see, wow, they're just like us. They this could happen to me. And I think that's important. I wrote a blog for the first 2 years after I lost Jalen, and I have a Facebook page for Jalen, and I share his story on there, but I also share the hope that is awful and horrible as it is. I didn't know that I could come out of it, but we have. I mean, we will never be the same, but life can go on. We had to keep living. We couldn't give up, and with time, we are at a place now where, we can smile again. Life will never be the same. And like I said, 5 years later, I still have nights where I cry. And I hurt for him, and I have guilt, and we'll live with guilt the rest of our lives. But, so there is the hope too. So I share both sides. I share the daunting darkness, but we've, sunshine for Jalen. After the storm, there's a rainbow. And there's sun again. And that's our motto, sunshine for Jalen.
And we use that flag.
We have a sunshine. We put out every September.
Yeah.
And we do acts of kindness and just,
And you've gone on to have more children.
We have. And they have been huge blessings.
What about you, Dana?
It changed absolutely everything. We founded the LV Project, and I was going to call it Connor's Vest, and I could honestly hear him going, "Mom, do not call it Connor's Vest. That's stupid." Connor was so fun and funny and gorgeous and happy. We had to make the LV Project as much about how Connor lived as about how he died. So LV stands for Live, Love, and Life Vest. And our mission is buoyancy. And our mission statement is that we relentlessly pursue the idea that all people can live and love buoyantly on water and in life. So in the summer months, we do a lot of drowning prevention work. We do a lot of life jacket awareness. We also do pool safety awareness. Anything that will help keep people buoyant, literally, in water. And we've partnered with a lot of organizations. Remembering Wyattdale is one of those amazing organizations that we've worked with. And this is a community of people who are, creating suffering or creating meaning out of their suffering. Because without that, it's just despair, and nobody's got time for that. So we focus on drowning prevention in the swim season, but then when my favorite time of year is when it's not drown season, because that's hard work. And then we move to heart work, and we do goodwill projects and service projects that just give people a lift in life. So one of our first projects, I went with another grieving mom over to Ghana. These kids had all been rescued off of a lake. They were forced to fish for their masters and were trafficked as children. This amazing woman named Pam Cope went and got them off the lake, and she feeds them and educates them and clothes them, and they love soccer. And so we built them a soccer field. And that was our first buoyancy project that had nothing to do with water. And so the kids love their soccer field, and we've since gone on to do more than 30 life buoyancy projects. It's buoyancy on water and in life, and I think that's the best way to honor Connor. not just about how he died, but how he lived.
Yeah.
Me and my mother, we started rememberingwyattdale.org to spread awareness. And it started as an awareness campaign and then led into getting one donor after another and then sponsors to where we could start purchasing life jackets. So we've gotten to purchase and hand out 3,100 as of this year, life jackets. And so to me, it's never enough though. It's like I'm always still searching for the next family to prevent the next drowning, because in my mind, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's like automobile accidents with fatalities. It's going to happen. You're never ultimately going to prevent that. So, but to spread the awareness of it and to prepare families to show them how to either prevent it or, hey, there is light at the end of the tunnel, just in case you've been in my shoes, you know. There's always hope, but if you can just save a life by preventing it, by spreading it through awareness, even with y'all's campaign. Because if I was aware like I am today, you can bet my wife would be here today. But he's not, and so that his life is serving a purpose through the foundation that we started in his memory. So that's how it's changed me and my family, and that's what we're doing to make something better from it.
What's the one thing you would tell families?
Well, from a water safety perspective, it would be that it can happen to you. And just like you buckle up in the car, buckle up at the lake. But I'm going to do too. Because from a life point of view, perseverance is it. You can make it. No matter what you're hit with, what storm comes. People say to me all the time, I can't imagine, and I could never do it. Yes, you could. Life vests on lakes is love. I mean, that's what safety is. Safety is nothing more than just love.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a realistic person. I look at life the way I think it really is. And I think common sense is the key. You know, if you look at life, what's telling you, you know, how is life telling you to live it, you know? And I guess it's basically saying, you know, you live realistically, and that's starting your life with safety first. You know, anything you do, you should start it with safety. Like she said, you know, you get in a car, put your seatbelt on. You go to a pool, you don your safety equipment, your life vest. You do what you have to do to be safe. If you're about to take a flight, you pray. You know. But basically, I say you live life realistically, and you know, you're being very unrealistic if you think you can go out on water and survive without being safe first.
Life can change in a matter of seconds, never to be the same again. And I would do anything to take back September 21st. I would do anything for those seconds in my life to not have happened. So if you think it can't happen to you, it can. And that's probably what I would say, is just that I didn't think it would happen to me. I did not think it would happen to me.
Aaron, what about you?
I would say, first of all, for the ones that would still have the opportunity to prevent such a tragedy, I would tell them to look at their children every single day and tell them that they love them, and find find those little details about them that make them unique and to make their personality shine through, because that's what you're going to miss the most when you lose them. So appreciate them for all those little things now and love them for it. I just love that we can spread the awareness about it. Drowning is real. She put it really well. And if you think that it can't happen to you, I would go as far as saying it probably will happen to you, because you're being so overconfident about it. You're going to overlook that one time when it's going to matter the most. So don't let that be you.
And we didn't get to ask you, so you've gone on to have children.
I have. So Wyatt this year at the foundation we had I got to take his little brother who turned 3 this year. So Wyatt was 3 when I lost him, and then Waylon came into the picture after Wyatt was gone. So my Waylon got to attend the event, and he wouldn't take that life jacket off to say it was live. He was running around with it everywhere. He would go to the water events. He would go to the rescue divers that were actually there that found Wyatt. They show up every year, and I make a point to go shake their hands, because I know that they're being supported by being there. But it's also it's an awkward moment, I guess. It's a loss they shared too. So they got to see Waylon, and Waylon just would not get out of their boat. He's just jumping up in there and jump. And it was bittersweet, because I was thinking how the last time one of my sons was in that boat, it just wasn't a good day. So seeing it come full circle, and he's up there wearing one of Bubba's vests with his logo on it, and he's just smiling, and he doesn't know, he doesn't know. I got to see good come out of something so bad, I guess, and I can't ever say that it's worth it, though. I can't say that, and I feel bad for that, but I can't say that losing my son is worth giving away 3,100 life jackets and then more to come. But I can say that it gives me hope to have a reason to go forward, and it's that one day at a time journey for me, and as long as I got hope, I'm going to continue going forward for, if not anything else, at least the memory of Wyatt. So
I think it's safe to say if all of our kids at that day, that terrible day, had their life jackets on, none of this would have happened. And so it's a reminder we have to have water safety, like you said, well said, Mike. We have to have our life jackets on, and just a reminder to everyone to lifeguard your child.